Good morning, dear children. These days we are learning working with table, and today we are going to conclude the chapter working with table. And today we are going to learn the last topics, calculations in a table. So, dear children, so far we have learned how to create a table and how to enter the data in that, and how what is column, what is row, what is cell. We have learned all this, and how to modify the cells, tables, line, and how to select the data in the cell. We have learned many things, and today this is very interesting one, calculations in a table. Dear children, most of you know that calculations can be done only in Microsoft Excel, but here that can be, the calculations also can be done in Word. Microsoft Word. In the table, we can do the calculations. So the calculations, they have set already in that. So what we have to do? We have to set the formula. Right? So, how to do the calculations in the table? So that's what we are going to learn today. Calculations in the table. And one more topic, updating calculations in the table. So in case if you want to update the calculations, or after doing the calculations, you want to modify any data in that, how to update that. So these two topics are very simple. So we will learn that today. So let's begin with calculations in a table. You can perform calculations on the numeric data entered in a table. Dear children, remember that numeric data. So if you have typed any text in that cannot be calculated. Only numeric data, only calculated. So numeric means when numbers can be calculated. So for that calculations, what we supposed to do? We have to select the layout tab. We have seen the previous class videos. We do all the modifications, all editing part, all alignment, everything we do it with design tab and layout tab. And today we are going to do the calculation also using layout tab. So we are going to select first the layout tab, click in the cell where the result is to be displayed. Place the cursor. For an example, if you are going to do the mass calculations, if you are going to calculate the mass, what you are supposed to do? The total field. Where is the total field? There we have to keep the mouse pointer, cursor pointer. That's what. Click in the cell where the result is to be displayed. Select the formula button in the data group. Select the formula button in the data group. So dear children, when we select layout tab, then we have to show them. We have to place a mouse pointer where we have to show the display, total. Then select the formula button in the data group. So normally calculations can be done through formula. Remember, my dear children, using formula that calculations can be done in the table. So that formula is available. Formula button is available in the data group. Right? So the formula dialog box appears. So when you click on it, so this formula box will be appearing. Remember, this is a layout. Select the layout. After selecting layout, we have to select the data group as they have shown. We have to select the formula in the data group. Right? When you click on formula button, so we will get a dialog box like this. We will get a dialog box like this. Formula dialog box appears. Note that some formula is already displayed. Then click OK. See here, sum. Sum means they are going to add additions. So we got it as sum. So here equals sum. The formula is already displayed. It's already displayed there. So we have to just click OK. Remember one thing, dear children. Equals sum left. Left means if you keep anything in that, so whatever the numeric data are available in that cell, right? To that left, all cells data, numeric data will be calculated, which will be shown in that particular data. So we have to click OK. When we click OK, it will be total everything, it will be displayed, right? Here I will show you the demo. So here we have, so this is what we have done in the previous class. So for the total, what I do, I will just delete it. I will delete all the totals here. So I am going to show you the total marks, English marks, Hindi marks, Maths marks as total here. Or else what we supposed to do, we have to take a calculator and we have to add 65 plus 74 plus 70. Then we have to write a total here. This is the format. But now by inserting a formula here in Microsoft Word, we are going to total it. The left everything. Clear? So here I go. So what is the rule? I mean the steps. First, click that where the total should be displayed. Keep that cursor point there. So now it is blinking cursor is present here, which means it is ready to type everything here. So afterwards, what we supposed to do? We have to go to the layout tab. Layout tab. Under the layout tab, we have to click on data group. Under the data group, there is formula. Click on formula. So as we have seen the slide, so the dialog box appears here. Formula dialog box appears here. In the dialog box, see here formula equals sum, open bracket, left, LEFT, and they close it, which means the formula is ready to be displayed the total here. So what we can do, just click on OK. Don't worry about number format and paste functions. Don't worry about it. So these two things we will learn in upcoming classes or in your next class, right? So just click on OK. So 209. So totally, if you total it, you will get 209. You will get 209. This is how we have to total it here. Right? Yeah. So you may have the doubt. In case if you want to total it here in the right side, I mean here I want to add these totals. How to do that? Simple. That's all simple. When we enter here data, what it shows? Left. Left means whatever the data are available, the left to this cell, all will be totally here. So that's what they say left. In case I want to total here, for your understanding, I will delete this. So I will delete this. I am going to total these two. 87 plus 60. I will total it here in this English field. For example, right? So keep the mouse pointer there. Layout group and the data formula. And here it just shows above, down. So here above means what is here? It will be down calculated here. So when it shows above, delete this above. Type right, R-I-G-H-T, right? And click OK. So these two are totally here, right? 87 plus 60. When we total it, it becomes 147. So like this only we can total it. Even there are 4 methods: left, right in the bracket. You can write left. If you type left, where the cursor is there, the particular cell, right side and the left side, all numbers will be total and displayed here, right? And if you type instead of left, if you type right, in that particular cell, whatever is there on the right side, everything will be total and displayed. And above, for example, I want to take total here. In these marks, I have total here. All these marks, I have total here. So, in this case, we have typed above. ABOVE. Above, if you type, all these marks will be total displayed here. So this is how we can do the calculations in a table. Calculations in a table we can do it. Right? I will show you one more. Here, let's do the calculations. Anita. Right? Keep here. What's the point? Layout, data group, and a formula. So left I take it again. Click on left. So all these are total. Okay? So this is how we have to insert the formula. Instead using formula, we can do the calculations. Right? So here we do. So tips, by default Microsoft Word calculator calculates the sum of values in the cells, laying in the column above or into the row left. As I was telling before, the same thing they were telling. Above, left, right. By using that, we can do the calculations. Right? So here we move to the next one. Updating calculations in a table. I was telling, right? I was telling how to update. For example, I modify. Maybe I made a mistake in that marks, but I have made already total there. I have already totaled everything, but after some time I found there is a mistake in the marks. Either I have reduced it or I have increased it. In this case, after typing it, how to update, sir? So that's what we are going to update now here. So sometimes you may change the data or add any new data in the table. Right? There we have only 4 subjects. In case, if you want to add one more subject in between, so we have to calculate everything together. Right? Here. So Word provides the facility to update the changes, right? We can do all the changes there. To update the total in the table, select any cell and change its data. First, what you supposed to do, wherever you want to change the data, please type it now. Change it. And then, now select the data of the cell where the total sum is displayed. Right? Select the data of the cell where the total sum is displayed. After typing the new numeric, and afterwards where the total is shown, there we have to keep the mouse pointer. I mean cursor, we have to keep it there. Then we have to select there, display, and press F9 in your keyboard, topmost row. There is F1, 2, F1, F2, F3, like that. You can see the numbers up to F12. So in that you have to press F9. Press F9 key. Observe that Microsoft Word automatically updated the calculations. When you press it, the calculations will be updated automatically. We don't need to do anything. Change the number and keep the total, keep the mouse point where the total is displayed, then click there, press F9 key in your keyboard, then you will see the changes now. I'll show you the changes here. So here 274 we have, right? 274 we have. I will just add here 10 marks. Here, I'll just, okay, 110 marks. I add 110 marks. For example, this, right? 110 marks. Now, when I move it, the total will not be changed. Here, total must be changed, right? But it will not be changed unless we press the F9 key. So we have changed the total here. I will add here 1 mark is 97. I modify everything. Now we have to select the table. Click the total where is to be displayed. There, click and then press F9 key on your keyboard. I will press F9 key. See the changes? The total will be changed. Updated now. The total is updated. So this is how we can update the total in the table. Everything is possible in the Word also. Not only in Excel, so in Word also everything is possible. So dear children, in this way we can enter the data and as well as we can update the data. Right? Now, so dear children, now we are about to complete the lesson working with the table. So let's recall it. whatever we have learned in this lesson, let's recall it. So this will be easy for you, right? First one, Word means Microsoft Word offers a flexible feature to present data in the tabular form considering of rows and columns. I was telling you, we were learning rows, what is columns. So Microsoft Word, it gives a very good facility to insert a table and show the data in a presenting way. Right? So how the table is presented? Rows and columns. Rows and columns. Right? So it is present like that. Second one, there are various ways to insert a table in a document. There are plenty of ways to insert a table. First one is insert table button, select the number of columns and rows using the grid. So we have seen first method, grid method. We have to select a table, insert tab under the table button, and we can select number of columns and rows in the grid view. And one more method is insert tab, table button, insert table option. So here, insert table option or draw table option, the quick toolbar option. Here we have to manually type how many rows that we need, how many columns we need. We have typed, then you got to click OK. This is another method, right? Table style signal is an inbuilt facility to change the appearance, color and border of a table. We have learned the table's appearance can be changed by using border, style and color. Everything can be changed to show appearance, attraction to the audience, to the users. Right? Splitting a cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. Most of us used to confuse what is splitting. Here they have given in a simple way. Splitting a cell means dividing the selected cell into separate cells. One cell will be separated into many parts. Right? That's called splitting. And combining two or more cells into a single cell is called merging. These two are very important. First we should know what is splitting and merging. Here, combining, we are going to combine it, join it, two or more cells, it could be two cells or more than that, into a single cell. Into a single cell is called merging. Right, dear children? The last one is the table move handle and table resize handle are used to move and resize the entire table respectively. Here we have two tools. Table move handle. What is table move handle? On the table above the table you will see the plus mark, small. That is called a table move handle. And table resize handle. So in between the cells you can see the small double lines. That is called table resize handle. I will show you here again. Here this is a table move handle. Table, by use when we click this, you can move the table anywhere. You can move the table. Right? You can move the table. This is called a table move handle. And when we see here, in between, now see here, resize. When I go in between the cells, either above or down, anywhere, if I take my mouse pointer there, you can see this I mouse pointer shape changes into double line plus arrow. Both side arrow goes, which means resizing. When we just hold or move the table, column or rows, cells will be resized. Right? This is called table resize, table move handle and table resize handle are used to move and resize the entire table respectively. When I move it, only the column is not moved and only the cell is not moved. Complete entire table column has been resized and the entire table has been moved one place to another place. So this is how this is what we have learned in this working with the table lesson. So dear children, please learn that clearly, revise it all lessons properly, all these videos. If you see that in all videos there is an explanation with practical explanation is there. Please watch it. If you don't understand, please revise it again. Then you can easily understand by the practical way. So learn all these keywords and exercises everything so that you can work with the Microsoft Word. Thank you.